A person who thinks all the time has nothing to think about except thoughts. So, he loses touch with reality and lives in a world of illusions. By thoughts, I mean specifically chatter in the skull, perpetual and compulsive repetition of words, of reckoning and calculating. I'm not saying that thinking is bad. Like everything else, is useful in moderation. A good servant, but a bad master. And all so-called civilized peoples have increasingly become crazy and self-destructive because through excessive thinking they have lost touch with reality. That's to say, we confuse signs, words, numbers, symbols, and ideas with the real world. Most of us would have rather money than tangible wealth, and a great occasion is somehow spoiled for us unless photographed. And to read about it the next day in the newspaper is oddly more fun for us than the original event.
Something I gotta address here. To all the 14, 15-year-old kids on TikTok with a horrible physique, I don't understand why somebody who's so young and so inexperienced would think that they have something to teach the world. Just because you can regurgitate somebody talking about what the latest studies said is optimal for hypertrophy doesn't mean that you have the authority to go out and be preaching it, right? Because if you look at even the people who like Elijah Mundy, for example, somebody very respectable, well-spoken, great physique. He said in one of his videos that he used to do all this crazy stuff, drop sets, and put himself through hell to build muscle. Now he's doing, 2 to 4 reps and whatever, minimizing fatigue. That's great. Great for him, He's put in the work and he can show, he can show his work. If you tell your math teacher the answer's 10, but you don't tell her how you got it, obviously you cheated. You didn't come by that knowledge honestly. You didn't earn your knowledge, right? You don't have any authority over the subject because you're just repeating stuff. Okay? To me, and this is the truth, okay? This is not to me. Now I'm gonna say something firmly. This is my dogma, okay? The best program is the one that you'll stick to, okay? Look at the guys in prison. Do you think that doing push-ups and pull-ups all day is optimal for hypertrophy? Why are they so much more jacked? Maybe I'm sounding uneducated here, but I'm right, okay? If you're 14 and you think you know more than Arnold, buddy, something ain't right there. Something ain't adding up because your physique sucks. And I'm not addressing anybody specific. I'm just saying, on my For You page, all I see is these kids, dogging on supersets, drop sets, myo reps, saying that you're gonna lose gains if you do them. Anything fun, they're just saying don't do it. I've been incorporating the smaller rep ranges and focusing on progressively overloading the weight rather than the reps, and I do like that. I can't lie, I like that. But damn, lost my train of thought. I'm a for sure be doing a drop set at the end, okay? I do not care. You will not convince me otherwise. Maybe it's not the most optimal, but it's the most fun. And I know that if I was going in there only doing machines, only doing 2 to 4 reps, hitting upper, lower, full body days, whatever, it would not be fun for me. I wouldn't stick to it. Therefore, it's not the best program for me. I can admit, if it's not as optimal, hey, I don't care. If doing push-pull legs is gay, what I'm saying? Like, that, it just is what it is. Optimization is not the only thing. That's like a barrier for entry for newbies. Like, they think they got to do it exactly. No. Go in there and literally wipe your butt with a dumbbell. For the first year, you'll make gains. Okay? Worry about optimizing later. Don't be 14 trying to be the most optimal guy in the gym. Who cares, okay?
I want candy! I want candy!
Hey! Nobody gives a shit what you want! Shut your mouth! This is a restaurant! These people are trying to eat their lunch! Shut up!
The point of what I'm trying to say is humble yourself a little bit to these kids, these youngsters that I'm seeing. A cup overfilled when you're thirsty won't do you any good. A sword over sharpened when you're going to battle will not keep its edge long. Okay? Do your work and leave. Don't optimize yourself to death. That's my whole point. Don't optimize yourself to death. Don't overthink it. Get in there, have fun, eat some protein, and you'll make gains. And then do that over the course of 10 years. Hey, you got a pretty good physique. Now you're worried about perfectly optimizing, small details. But that's all it is. It's just details.
It's as satisfying to me as coming is, as having sex with a woman and coming. And so can you believe how much I am in heaven? I'm like getting the feeling of coming in the gym, I'm getting the feeling of coming at home, I'm getting the feeling of coming backstage when I pump up, when I pose out in front of 5,000 people, I get the same feeling. So I'm coming day and night.
sucks and you think you know more than Arnold and Ronnie and me, you don't, brother. Sorry to break it to you. And wipe your ass with a dumbbell 4 times a week?